couldn't decipher.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a
Under clear, sunny skies, we are ready for football. And away we go from Wisconsin. Dameon Pierce now to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is someone who became an absolute superstar last year as a rookie. Drafted second in 2023, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the gun, Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And now it's third and short.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Third down, Mixon gets it. He's out in the clear. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down, Stroud. Quick hitter complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. C.J. Stroud, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well-designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established and into top gear right here early on.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
It took Jordan Love a little while for him to get his chance to start in the NFL. He had to watch Aaron Rodgers for a number of years, but guess what? Aaron had to watch Brett, and it paid huge dividends. And it sure looks like Jordan Love, to start his career, is doing the same. He didn't just watch Aaron Rodgers. He worked on his game. He developed his game over 3 years. And when he got his chance, he sure looked like a young star at the position.
First down throw. Here's Love. Able to get it to Reed. And this one doesn't go far. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
From the 27. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Love out of the shotgun. On the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
It's exactly how you draw it up defensively. A 3 and out and a sack on top of it. Create that negative play. create a little doubt in that quarterback's mind. And offensively, well, that's the worst way to start it. No rhythm, no tempo, and now you give the ball right back to the opponent.
So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he drives it towards the other end of the field. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Texans football. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing is Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And it sets up a Houston first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Stroud throwing here on first. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Stroud off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And he can't escape. The Packers drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try the field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Jaden Reed to return this. This return makes it up to the 25. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Love from the gun. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Love on 3rd and short. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The Packers send out their punting unit. On the return for the Texans, Steven Sims. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Houston's offense back out now and ready to go. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
1st and 10 from the 41. Now they give to Mixon. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Stroud now. They'll set up a screen out wide. And he couldn't quite get the edge. He goes out of bounds and maybe gets back to the line.
Kate, I could feel by your body language in the call that you saw exactly what I saw, and that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field. In the field level, you get lost, but not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
On the carry, this is Mixon. He has the first and still going past the 35. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these out cuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They send him left out of the slot. It's Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans make it a 16-point ball game. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 29. That finds Jacobs complete. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Love. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Packers, who have 2nd and 4. From the 48. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play, and enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Love to throw again. Complete on the slant to Watson. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 3. Gets this one to Watson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun now for Love. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Love now. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Love. Complete beyond the marker. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. The Packers into the red zone for the first time. They've got 1st and 10 right along the 20. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. He's got it at the 5. And this is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the gap closes to 14 points.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding the spread for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. We've come to halftime. The Texans in unfriendly confines. But hey, they've got the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our Halftime Report. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Love now to throw. Watson with the catch. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 44. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like. He told him it worked.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play fake. It's Love. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He's got it. Complete. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Now they'll try the point after. And the kick is good. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. A tight end in motion now. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On play action, here's Stroud. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. On the option, here's Mixon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this will be his first effort of the contest. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. He's got Watson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go counter. It's Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for 3rd down. Takes the handoff, now Love. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Texans back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he's out of bounds, up at midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A give left side. Here's Mixon. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Escapes a defender. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They bring a tight end in motion right. 1st and 10 are on to Mixon. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Keeping it with Mixon. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Stroud now on 3rd. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut, to make the catch.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th. They're out and set, 1st and 10. To the air with Love. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it second down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
Second and 10. Love trying again. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Love from the gun. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
First and 10 from the 41. Throwing now, off play action. He's got it, room to run. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1. Love looking to pass. No hesitation, and that one's caught. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. This finds Dobbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Loves to throw again. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense up to the line fast. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now within one score in the 4th. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You go with what you think is your best option. There they felt like it was going to be a pass, but sometimes it simply doesn't work.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Texans returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To the air, Stroud. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one does not go far.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Texans leading by 8. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Mixon on the counter. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. On the ground again with Mixon. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Texans set to punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Absolutely crushed his 1st punt, and here's another huge one. Picked up at the 38. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. To throw. That one is caught left side of the field. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here he is to throw. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass could hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Ooh, put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Looking to throw it. To the sideline, catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the 1st.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find.
We have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Throwing now. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
So the incompletion on 1st, here's 2nd and goal. Now to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes, and a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
Big spot for the Packers here. They'll go for 2. Setting up to pass. Chased out to his right. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And near the tail end of this game, we are all tied up. Surprising that he wasn't out there to break the tie with a point after, as he gets out there now to kick this off. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Here he is to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on to a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He puts some air under it. Deep down the middle it goes. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Pass taken in by Diggs. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Second and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Markers reset, ball at the 37. On play action, here's Stroud. Finding Collins. And he works this to the 38 before going down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Stroud off the play fake. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the fumble recovery is made. For one side, an incredible mistake, and for the other, a clutch defensive play that could set up the end of this game.
This is overtime, baby, and every play is amplified by 100. And now some life to go get yourself a win.
Packers ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Fires over the middle, comes. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Thrown on first down, Love. Cut by the open man. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Love from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers capitalize on that turnover and take the lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. So this is a Packers win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.